Hello guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Now if you're just joining me, now on our last video we talk about the light motor vehicle components and control complete learner's guide. So this is what we are talking about, where we dissected the light motor vehicle controls and we gave you the most likely questions you are likely to encounter on that control. So if you see here, we have control 1 to 11, and here are the questions that you are likely to encounter. And we also talked about how if you master this document, right, you'll be able to get a total mark on the vehicle control portion of that exam. So here on this video, right, I want us to look at the K53 test paper number 11. So here we are just going to be focused on the light motor vehicle controls, right? So I have some set of questions here. Understand that the typical exam is 8 questions, but here I have 10 just for learning purposes, right? So we are just going to be talking about each and every one of them. Now if the need be, we are going to be going back to this document here so that we have a proper understanding and be able to appreciate and understand these things. Now let's move on to number 1. Number 1 says, when driving in the rain, the following control is used. So which control do we use when you're driving in the rain? Obviously the window wipers, and the window wipers are control 2. So yes, it's not control 10, which is the accelerator. Actually in the rain you tend to decrease your speed, so yes, the accelerator is used, but not specifically in the rain, right? So our correct answer here is the wipers, so the window wipers. That's our correct answer, which makes this control 4 and control 10 incorrect. Now number 2, which control must you use when there is a sharp curve in the road? Now on our last video we talked about this, right? We talk about procedures which will require you to use at least one control, and when we said when there is a sharp turn or a sharp curve, you use control 1, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, which is the center rearview mirror, the steering wheel, the gear lever, the clutch, the brakes, and the accelerator, right? If you don't understand that, just go in that video. I'll make sure that I leave a link to that video in the description of this video. So this one is our correct answer. 1, 4, 6, 8, 9, and 10, which is the center rearview mirror, the steering wheel, the gear lever, the clutch, the brakes, and the accelerator. Number 3, when you want to drive faster, you use obviously the accelerator, right? Option 8. So this one is the correct answer here. Guys, I hope you are learning a lot from this. If you have any question, just go in the comment section of this video and just write me something, or you can get in touch with me on the WhatsApp number right there on the screen. And if you're interested in more of our person first attempt learners complete guide, where we have the documents on control, the questions, we have a lot of questions that if we give you and you study them and you revise them, you'll be able to pass. We also have some computerized exams, so that if we give you the links, you can be able to exercise on your own and pass on that first attempt. So the whole idea was to create a package that contains all the materials and gives you all the solutions that you need, so that it's a pass on first attempt. Now number 4, to ensure that your parked vehicle does not move, use the hand brake is used to keep a parked vehicle stationary. Okay, so here's the hand brake, which is number 7. Let's move on to number 5. Which control is used to decrease speed or stop? So if you want to decrease speed here, or want to bring our already moving vehicle to a stop, we use the brakes. So the brakes is what you're going to use here. So what is the brakes? The brakes is control 9. So yes, it's not the accelerator, whereas the accelerator actually functions to increase the speed of the vehicle, right? And it's not the clutch functions to disengage or engaging gears. Now let's move on to number 6. Which control is used to keep the vehicle stationary after parking? Is it 1, is it 7 or 8? Now let's look at it. 1 is the center rear mirror, so no. So is it the brakes or the handbrake? Now we are talking about keeping a vehicle stationary after parking, so definitely that's the handbrake. 7, which is control 7. Now let's move on to number 7. Which control is used to select a gear? Is it 1, is it 5 or 7? Now when selecting a gear, we use the gear lever, which is control 6, right? Moving on to number 8. Which control is used to stop the vehicle in an emergency? Right, so to stop the vehicle in an emergency, we use the brakes, right, which is control 9. So that's the correct answer there, control 9 there. Let's move on to number 9. Number 9, which control is used to alert other road users in order to avoid a collision? Obviously you're talking about the horn, right? So the horn is used to alert other road users in order to avoid a collision. So this one is the correct answer here. Moving on to number 10. The control that assists the driver when engaging or disengaging a gear. So is that control 6 or 8 or 11? So that's obviously the clutch, right? So the clutch is used in engaging or disengaging gears, so the clutch is control 8 here. So that's our correct answer there. So guys, thank you so much for watching. We've come to the end of this paper, so remember to subscribe to this channel, right, and give this video a like if you have found much help from this. So thanks so much guys for watching. I'll see you in our next video. Goodbye.